It's August 11th, 1998, and we are about to take a Lost Canyon tour. So
the horses are waiting.
The horses are waiting for us. We're about to get on our buggy and go. So we'll talk to you later. Bye.
We headed on our wagon. We're going on this one.
Ah, told ya. Your dad was wrong.
These are our horses. They're pretty. Beautiful horses. Are you getting on or what?
Might not have as many people, but we actually have.
We are ready to go.
It's
not the bus right there.
You're saying 30 minutes? Yeah, that might be. I'll leave in about 5 minutes. They are 9 and 8 years old, and they weigh about 2,200 pounds apiece. I'm your driver, Scott. I'm 19 years old, and what I weigh is none of your business. If you do have any questions, just keep them all to yourselves. I'd be more than happy to ignore you the whole tour. I'm really good at that. If you do have any questions, please feel free to ask. And what's your name, ma'am?
Mary Jo.
And everybody, this is Mary Jo. If I bounce off, she's driving.
Oh, great.
Have you ever driven a team of horses before?
Sure.
You got more experience than I do. Now, back in the old days, they used to say giddy up to get these boys moving. Now that we're in the 90s, we're more high tech. Tom, Tim, second gear. Smooth automatic transmission. That comes equipped with our 2 horsepower engine, our 8 hoof drive, or if we get stuck anywhere, we've even got a 4x4.
Wow.
Now the main concern for the front seat is the dual exhaust system, and believe me, that does work. It does tend to backfire, and you might leave with a couple more freckles than you came with, but you can keep them. Okay? Yeah? She likes that idea. Alright, 3 very simple rules on the tour. 1, no littering. 2, no getting off the wagon at any point. And 3, most important of all, keep your hands and feet inside the wagon at all times. We do go through some very tight sections here. We get very close to the walls. You don't want to have your hands and feet outside of the wagon.
The horses?
Tim, Tom, let's go. Get up. Get up. Yep. Alright. If anybody's claustrophobic, it's too late. We're going in. Tim, Tom. Here we go.
Wow.
Welcome to Lost Canyon. Now this is what we call our counseling chambers. Back in the early 1800s, the Winnebago Indians used this room to hold their tribal meetings in. Not quite sure what they're discussing in those meetings. I think it was plans for their first casino. God, that turned out well. Now the Ho-Chunk Nation. Tip top. And if anybody does want a free haircut, slide over to the left side of the wagon. We've got Crew Cut Rock. I've given out many free haircuts on that thing.
Yeah,
I've also seen many wives pushing husbands in that general direction. Like that's a sure sign vacation's not going so well. Now, has anybody taken the tour here before?
Yes.
You have? How long ago?
About 7, 8 years.
So I just lie to the rest of you and you're not going to remember anything. Who's your driver?
Who knows?
Exactly. Now the canyon was carved out 10 to 12,000 years ago by glacial runoff from Canada. And as that water came rushing through here, that's how this roadway was formed. This is all natural. None of this is man-made. This is called Cambrian sandstone right here. It's called that because it was formed back in the Cambrian Age. Back in the Cambrian Age, Wisconsin Dells was an underwater seabed, and through the decades, the water level diminished and the sand became very compressed, and that's how we get the sandstone. And it is also 30 to 40% water, so it's very porous like a sponge. That's how the plant life here is able to survive off it, as you can see. Oh, anybody can remember, even care what I just said? Oh.
I don't.
That point is his head, and those flat rocks are his wings. If you don't see that one, ma'am, you're not going to see much of anything out here. That's our easiest one. Who?
I was blind as a bat.
Always helps to have a very good imagination or a few cold ones before the tour, ma'am. Oh yeah, say you're blind. What bar did you just? Ooh. Stay away from the waffle jokes. They don't like those. Hi, Josh. Oh.
This is what happens when you get 10 tours in a day.
Oh. Actually, I forgot to take my use them either. How's everybody enjoying the view so far?
I like it.
Doesn't change much up front, does it, ma'am? Ma'am, you're supposed to be having the camera pointed over at those rocks, not those.
I'm looking ahead. I'm looking ahead.
I know you're looking ahead.
Up and ahead. Over the horses.
Every
I don't
time there's kids up front, they're always sucked into the horses' butts. Look at you guys. You're supposed to be looking at them. Oh, that's good. Most kids are usually screaming. So, there's anything else in town so far?
Been swimming a lot.
Swimming? Where'd you go swimming? Hotel?
Yep.
Where you staying?
Wintergreen.
Wintergreen? Yep. You guys?
Haven't been there yet.
And he wouldn't tell us
Came
the
right
name.
here off
Four
the
seasons.
expressway.
4 seasons?
We're at the Ramada Limited.
I wasn't talking to you, ma'am. Just wait your turn, okay? How about you guys? I was just asked where they're from. I don't know what you guys did down yet.
Oh, what we did?
Oh, you guys anything else?
Boat ride.
What's that?
Like to.
Yeah, that's really good. You ever done the House on the Rock?
Yes, we loved it.
Yep. When did you do that?
A couple of weeks ago.
Oh, really? How long did that take you?
3 hours.
3 hours? Yeah, it's usually about, wow, you got through there quick. Usually a 4 to 6 hour tour.
My husband's fast.
Where is that at?
It's in Spring Green. It's about an hour away from here. There's brochures. We got brochures for it up there and everything. So yeah, that's an all-day thing. So plan. Oh yeah. You guys ever heard of the Cave of the Mountains?
On the side of the road, there's a lot of signs.
Yeah, I just saw a brochure for it up at Candy Creek Riding Stables. That looks really good. That and we got this new thing. Well, I guess it's been here for like 2 years, but I just heard about the jet boats. They fit like 40 people on the boats. They got a 600 horse engine on there.
Woo.
And go do 360s on the lakes, do all sorts of. They had like 3 or 4 groups all summer that done. They said it's just excellent. It's one of the best things they've done in town.
8
Except for
o'clock,
this.
10 o'clock,
Yeah, have you
12
seen it?
o'clock, 2 o'clock.
Seen brochures
The
for it?
last trip is at 6.
Oh, so you've seen
No.
brochures for it?
No, I've planned our itinerary for today.
Liar. Good job, boys. What else you got? Yeah. That's basically the handful of things to do in town. Everything downtown sucks. These plant life can grow down here. Do you see that? Do you care? Ooh.
Yeah.
She's still getting comfortable with the horses up here. Age of 18 to 20, and that's when we retire them. When we retire them, we put them out to pasture until they pass away, because we figure that's the least we can do for how much work they've done for us. So you work with these guys on the off season, then you drive them every day. You get very, very close to them. They're kind of like a big puppy dog, but you can't really cuddle these butts, now can you? They become a lot like family to you.
So you work 4 months and you're off 8 too?
Yeah, right. Love that. Not actually too bad. Last year I worked at the Thrill Show, and then winter we're Cascade, and then here and during the summer again. Good job, boys. Anybody have any questions, comments, threats? Make the driver feel useless? Good job, boys. Get over. Get over. By the way, you people from the city that smell, you can see fresh air. Not dairy air either. It's horsey air. Like you've had more caffeine than me today.
We have given caffeine, doesn't need it.
So you combed your hair with a firecracker this morning. Good job, boys. Come on, Tom. Ooh, like I said, the sandstone is 30 to 40% water. If you feel it, you can actually feel how damp and moist it is. That's why it's so much cooler in it. Down there! Yeah, ma'am. Yeah, my boys. All right. Anybody know any good jokes? Bad jokes? That wasn't supposed to be funny. What the Japanese call diaper? Sack of poo-poo. How do you get a handkerchief to dance? Put a little boogie in it. I kind of watch out when they take off like that. Right now is the time of the year when all the horse flies are out. Tommy, your last time, I was out at the hitching post, had 2 of them on. We started bucking and stuff, broke a bunch of leather straps on there. And been getting off lucky here past couple weeks. Everybody else is getting them except for me now. I look straight ahead on the right wall, about halfway up. You have those 3 lighter colored spiral shaped rocks sticking out. That's our tiny tornado. Or for the kids on the tour, it's a Rocky Road ice cream cone. Or if you've been drinking, it's a bear standing on its nose. Isn't it, ladies?
Sure.
Come on, boys. All right, one last chance for that free haircut. Slide over to the right side of the wagon. We also call that our camera crusher. Look how many chunks it's missing. It's claimed the lives of many camcorders. That's always fun to watch on tape. Even when you warn people, they still don't care. And we do have some ancient Native American carvings down here in the canyon. They do include the words Chicago right there. In the canyon, that's its fair share of vandalism.
That's an Indian word.
Chicago. Yeah. And coming up here, we do have Ben and Moose. As I saw, Moose is the Clydesdale, Ben is the Black Perch Chop. All right, did I lose anybody? Wish I would have. Did I gain anybody? You had that one before the tour, right? All right. Anybody? Yeah, get one that fell asleep.
That's probably the dumbest joke I've heard in my 5 years down here.
What's that?
I don't know.
Oh, which one is that now?
I don't know.
What are you talking about?
I'm not talking.
I know. I wish you wouldn't. Do us all a favor. Let's go, boys. Horsey.
Back the horsey.
How do you get the horsies going faster?
There we go. This is the end.
Not second gear either. Tom, Tim, Miller time.
Oh.
How do you like that? Let's find out if these boys don't.
I have a couple demonstrations out here. First of all, there's just an ordinary golf ball. Put it at the end here. You can see that it rolls uphill to me. So it's obviously not your normal gravitational pull. Also, the same thing does happen with water. If I pour some water down this truck, you can see that it goes uphill and out the other end. And also notice that it doesn't fall straight down, it falls at a slant. If anybody has like a camera or a purse with a long strap on it, like if you could hold up your camera by the strap there, you can see that it doesn't hang straight down, it hangs off to the side on that slant. This is a good time to tell you we do welcome and encourage pictures, but we ask that you take them as we move through the tour, because we do have a time limit, other tours coming through, and you won't be able to come back and take pictures. And like I said, the pull in the cabin is stronger. There's handrails at the back if you guys want to hold on.
Whoa, wait.
If you want to keep scooting in, so we can get everybody in here, but stay in the first room if you can. I'm going to go. No, you guys. You can keep moving in, you can come over here. That's okay, you can leave it, don't worry about it. You can move down this direction. Wait. You can use your hands or whatever to get up. It is possible. I've seen people do it before. Anybody else want to give it a shot?
I'll do it. I will.
You can do it.
Sit as far back as you can.
Oh, great. Now Billy won't be able to.
Okay, come on, Bill.
Can I try?
You can use your hands if you want.
Can I try?
Yes, go ahead.
No, you
Don't use your elbows either.
you
You want to try? Put your feet together. Only your feet touch the floor. That's okay. Anybody else want to try? Ladder. Put some 2x4s there to make it level. You just need to come forward a little bit and stand so you feel like you're not bracing yourself from falling backwards. Feel like you're falling forward just where you feel stable. Where you feel comfortable. Now you can see that our bodies are at the same angle even though she's on a level surface and I'm on the slanted floor. So even if the floor was level, you would still have this angle to your body, but we just slanted to exaggerate that and help you see and feel that more. So you can step down from there. Anybody else want to try? You want to try?
Here we are at the jet boats.
Come on, dear.
I am. People are coming on, it's shaking. We're getting started here.
I think it'd be
Dennis
so nice
is
to have
here.
a boat.
Denise, Chris,
Yeah.
backing out.
Did you get your friends from Crown Point, Indiana on here? No, I'm just kidding.
We have our friends from Crown Point, Indiana.
Yes.
Well, welcome aboard, everybody.
Joe.
You guys hear me okay up there? Not too
Joel is
loud?
over
I'm
there.
Butch, and that's
My
your daughter,
name is Ron,
Jessica.
Well, I'm
Jessica,
your driver.
Butch, and our
Or your crash
driver.
Farmer
expert,
Butch.
whichever one you deem necessary there. A little bit about myself, born and raised about 70 miles north of here, a little town called Wild Rose. Graduated high school in 1987, joined the United States Navy. I was in the Navy for 10 years, got out last year, and this is my second year driving this boat. And the boat you're sitting in, Miss Wisconsin, she's 32 feet long, 11 feet 10 inches wide, and she's got a little over 680 horse. So will we hit 100 miles an hour? I don't think so, but we'll go pretty fast. Speaking of fast, ladies better watch out for your hair. Probably have a bad hair day by the time we get back.
It's okay, we are
Anybody
used
with,
to that.
hats, watch out for those too. We normally don't go back for hats, but if we do, it's because I really, really like that hat. And that doesn't necessarily mean we go back in this trip. I might go back later and get that hat, add it to my collection. We'll speed up here across the open section of the river. Once we get down there to the head of the Dells, we'll slow down a little bit, talk about Wisconsin Dells and how it was created. here's the very beginning of the Upper Dells, or the head of it. And the Upper Dells runs for about 7.5 miles there to downtown Dells. Or the Kilbourne Dam, in which the turn to Lower Dells start. All the sand rock you guys see here created more than 500 million years ago. At that time there was a shallow sea here, and as the storms and the hurricanes battered the coastline of that sea, it washed all the sand from the beach down to the bottom of it, and over thousands of years that sand compacted into sand rock, and as you see it here today. It's kind of unique sand rock here in the Dells. There's only 4 locations in the world you can find it, one of which of course right here in the Dells. The other 3 locations are in the countries of France, Germany, and Switzerland. And what makes the sand rock here so unique is that there's very little deposits of any foreign materials mixed in with it. You could almost say it's 100% pure sand. Another thing that makes it unique is that over thousands of years of these sand grains rubbing upon one another, it wore all the corners and edges off of each one of the grains of sand that make up the sandstone here. So all these grains of sand are perfectly round.
Do any birds nest in there?
Cliff, and it gets its name because when the sun sets across the river here to our right, they say it's the best seat in the house to watch the sun go down. It's also the home to our upside down pine tree. You guys look right off the front of the boat and see that little guy. He's fallen and he can't get back up.
Oh my goodness, look at the pine tree. It's going upside down.
Yep.
Canyon that we're in here is what they call Witch's Gulch, and it got its name from the Winnebago Indians. They originally thought this old canyon here was inhabited by evil spirits. Matter of fact, they wouldn't even step foot in here.
Really?
Of course, you never know. There still might be a couple of those evil spirits floating around. Haven't seen any myself, but I've heard plenty of stories. Maybe one of the reasons they thought it was inhabited by evil spirits, if you guys look right off the front of the boat, just above the water, you'll see what looks like a face in the rocks looking back at you. 2 eyes, a nose, the mouth is underwater. Maybe someday I'll get some basketballs, paint them up like eyeballs, a little glow-in-the-dark paint, slide them in there. Canyons here in the Dells, like Witch's Gulch, were created by small streams that work their way around the Glacier Dam. Indians, though, have a legend that says a giant snake from the north slithered down here through Wisconsin to the Mississippi. The path it left behind, of course, was the riverbed, but when that snake got here to Wisconsin Dells, he thought he was just too big, bad, and mean to go around all this sand rock, so he put his head down and just pushed his way through. They also believe these canyons here on the side were created by smaller snakes trying to get out of the way of that larger one. So whichever theory you guys are willing to believe in, the snake one or the glacier one makes no difference to me. I personally kind of like the snake one myself.
We're in Lover's Lane. We're going around Steamboat Rock, a rock island right next to the shore. And from an aerial view, it looks like a steamboat. That's why they call it
rock
Steamboat
island
Rock.
in the entire Dells.
And Christopher remembers it's the biggest rock island in all of the Dells.
Chula Vista Resort is up on top of the hill there. A lot of times people ask me, hey, what's on top of the hill? Well, where do those steps lead to?
Chula
Well, they lead to the
Vista
top of the hill.
Resort
That's
is
what I
up
tell them normally.
We're going all the way around Steamboat Rock. And we'll continue with our tour. side of the channel is a different type of tree because it gets sunlight all day. And on this side, by noon it's in the shade. They have a different type of tree. I believe that one of them is the hemlock tree. I forget the name of the other. So we'll continue down the river to the upper dell.
Well, we'll pick up the pace here, guys. Have a little fun. Sharp turn coming here, guys. You might want to hold on a little bit tighter. Channel down and around Black Hawk Island to downtown Dells. And on our way home, we'll come on up there to the Narrows.
And then
The Dells Experience jet boat is the only tour boat that does go all the way around Black Hawk Island. The reason for that, well, the channel through here is much too shallow for those larger, slower going boats. Also, the only tour boat with padded seating. So you guys might be wishing for about 4 more inches of that padding by the time we get home. It does get bumpy sometimes.
Did I get that? Everybody's telling me to hold on.
It is motors in the front too.
Not in the windshield, you're getting all the spots.
Oh, well,
Mom, we're gonna floor it. We're gonna fly.
this land was first owned by a rich
I'll tell you guys
gentleman,
about the water here.
sold it to
Are you guys looking at the watercolor?
university,
Kind of a beautiful brown to it.
and they kept it,
Now
now
the reason for that
DNR
is
owns it.
northern Wisconsin, where the river starts, with the tamarack swamp. The roots of the tamarack tree is all the things called tannic acid. The water runs through that tamarack swamp, picks up that tannic acid, and that dyes the water this brown color. So the Wisconsin River is actually a very clean river, which has been dyed brown. The fish that live here in the Wisconsin River, anywhere from muskie, northern, walleye, crappie, bluegill, perch, channel cats, carp, Wisconsin River suckers. So there's quite a variety of fish to catch here.
In 1804, the lumberjacks came through, and they worked in 1898, and they cut all the trees down so that there were none left along the shore for a mile. These are all newer trees that have grown since then, since 1898.
Style. Tavern.
Hagen's Tavern. No, we're not stopping for one. Besides that, they don't open up until 11 o'clock anyway.
That's awesome. We got it.
Did you get it, Jared?
I got it.
Do we have to do it again?
Now we're all set.
Ah, shucks.
Oh, she didn't get it. She didn't get it. We're going to have to do it again.
That's Black Hawk's Head.
Put your camera down, smile.
You know, you can stand up, take that picture. I won't take off on you. I
Go ahead,
want to,
stand
or
up.
I do. Maybe.
Save the camera for the ducks now.
No, we're done. This is it. I've got another
Bye.
film though.
Say goodbye.
We love you.
Bye.
Love you. Bye-bye. That's it. This is High Rock. It's 65 feet tall, and the water depth between the 2 points from one side to the other is 90